Now the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to feed your brake wear sensor through the top of your caliper right there, right? Because it's going to go into the brake pad itself. Okay, so feed it in through the hole. Now the other thing that I've done here really quickly before I forget is I've put a little bit of brake lubricant all along these top edges and a little bit where the piston is going to touch, just to cut down on any chance of squeaking. Okay, so slide your brake caliper back in place, put your brake sensor with the bump to the inside, and then fit your other brake pad just to the other side where it's just going to float. Your other brake pad's just going to float again. The pad to the inside is going to float here on the inside, and then feed it back into place where where it sits on the frame. Okay, so go ahead and get all that done, and then we're going to bolt it back together. Okay, so as you can see, the centerpiece is back in place, but it's just fit into place now. Those big bolts are not backing through. Now, a couple of things that you want to keep in mind: your brake wear sensor, make sure it's in all the clips. Also, you've got this little rubber protective cap that goes over the top of your brake bleeder, which we're going to be dealing with here in a little bit once we bleed our brakes, once we're done with all of this. And then the other tip and trick is that, again, if you can't get this to fit, if the new pads are just too close, that means that piston needs to get pushed further back in, so it just fits all right back in, it fits back and on. Okay, so once this is in place, you can take your long bolts again, feed them in through these rubber kind of grommets, and what I usually do, we'll kind of wiggle them a little bit, get them to sit in. Okay, and then just kind of wiggle them in place, and you can feel when they start to bite and get in place.